Hey, what's up? Turns out that our world is ended. And that it's story time. So I'll just open up this beverage. It's a, let's see, what is it today? It's a C4 Smart Energy Sparkling Cherry Berry Lime. Yeah. Not my favorite, but you know, when you're on a budget and it's on sale, you get what you get, you know? That's what you get. Anyway, we were having our little moment, looking out for the monster. Didn't go anywhere, but yeah, maybe it will now. You never know. We're in a nap room.
Reggie-kun.
Oh, there you go. Reggie-kun. Woken up by a familiar voice. Upon opening my eyes, I see Owari-san looking down at me.
Oh, やっと起きたかい? Ohayo.
He greets me as solicitously as always. It's the third floor of the office. It's, for lack of a better word, the residential area of the office building. It's a bathroom, a shower, and even a washing machine. No, you need Natsumi-san's permission to use the bathroom and the shower. Behind a few large bookcases here, you'll find the part of the building rented by Natsumi-san, also known as the Sanctuary. This is so-called Natsumi Absolute Defense Line behind the second bookcase, and it's rumored that anyone who passes it instantly dies. Don't quite believe that, but this is Natsumi-san we're talking about. I wouldn't put it past her to put a curse on you or something. The open space before the bookcase is probably Maya and Eruka-san's nap area. The big man sleeping on the upper bunk, snoring loudly. Oh, that's nice. It's nice that it has a sound effect of him snoring. How nice. When his snoring sounds weird. Also, he doesn't take off his trademark sunglasses even when he sleeps. Is he that embarrassed to show his face?
ユーノから連絡があってね。朝食を作ったからどうぞってことだ。君も一緒にどうだい?
Yeah, please. Yuno-san and I kept watch between 2 and 4 at night. Then replaced by Natsumi-san and Eruka-san, and went to sleep for real. Combined with the nap before, I had about 6 hours of sleep, which isn't too bad at all. It made me a bit hungry though, so...
はい、お供します。
I go to wake up Eruka-san, but Owari-san recommends against it.
イルカはもう少し寝かせておいてやろう。夏美と一緒に明け方まで見張りを続けてくれたはずだからね。
That's the point. Eruka-san's only been asleep for about 2 hours. It's too early to wake him. Leaving him and Natsumi-san still in our sanctuary behind the bookcases, Owari-san and I leave the 3rd floor. Go down the stairs to the lounge at the 1st floor, the dining room social space of the building. The place has a number of unmatched sofas and tables, which probably picked up from a second-hand store. Normally the place would seem disorderly, but for some reason it feels perfectly balanced, giving the air of an old cafe. The room also has a fridge, a simple stove, and a sink, making it perfectly possible to make basic boiled, fried, oven-cooked food. The kitchen space is currently occupied by Yuno-san and Asano-san.
ちょっと待て。浅野、どうしてお前がキッチンに立っている?
Owari-san seems completely shocked.
はあ? 見てわからないの? 朝ごはん作ってるからに決まってんでしょ?
Then whispers, I miscalculated. Excuse me, in regards to what?
あれ? イルカと夏美は? 一緒じゃなかったの?
ああ、あの二人はまだしばらく寝かせておいてやろうと思ってね。見張りも3番目だったからさ。
ああ、なるほどね。そりゃあ確かに起こしたら気の毒ね。わかったわ。二人の分は作り置きにでもしとくわ。
Yeah, just some way for them for later. That's good.
世界さんとレイジ君はソファーに座っててね。もうすぐできるから。
She wasn't joking. The food came to us a moment later. Looks like a perfectly fine breakfast. French toast, sunny side fried eggs, wiener, and orange juice. A well-balanced breakfast indeed. Yes, you can't have breakfast without the wiener. And yeah, I guess a wiener works as a replacement for sausage when you're working with limited stuff. This is a French toast. That's pretty serious. There's one problem though, the quality of the two plates. The toasts are black, the fried eggs look tragic, and the wieners are basically charred. It's way too obvious who's responsible for those two. God, Natsumi-san isn't here. I can just imagine her saying, Asano, you're such a saddening elder sister.
ちょっと終わりレイジ、どうして二人して私の顔を見んのよ。
I don't even understand why you would separate it like that, right? Like, one person's already at the pan to make the French toast and the eggs. Yeah, who knows, I guess. She clearly didn't want us to point it out, so she snapped us before we could. That's a sneeze for you.
そうよ。こっちの真っ黒な方は私が作ったのよ。なんか文句あるわけ？
Yeah, we do.
いや別に文句はないが疑問ならあるぞ。これ誰が食べるんだ？
What a high risk, high reward situation. Only two here get to eat the good ones. We all look at each other's faces.
いいわよ。こっちは私が責任持って食べるから。
Sana-san takes one of the failed dishes and brings it to herself.
じゃあもう一つはユウノが食べようかな。
Yuno-san reaches for the other failure, but Asano-san stops her.
言うの？あんたは自分で作った方を食べなさい。終わりかレイジのどっちかが私の作ったのを食べるのよ。
Ori-san looks at me. I all see words written in his expression. He's saying, Reiji-kun, my boy, you're a part-timer here. You know what you must do, right? Oh. Okay. This is like a choice. This is like a video game I'm doing now. Wow. Alright, well, I'm doing my part. I'm doing my part. I'm doing my part to fight the alien bug menace. Asano-san, all of yours.
浅野さんいただきます。
Yeah, of course I'd like to eat Yuno-san's cooking. According to her, Asano-san's look like it both tastes bad and is bad for the body. Even so, I can't help but pick Asano-san's. After all, just seeing a glance at the meal is enough to tell that Asano-san isn't used to cooking. Despite that, she tried to make breakfast for us, and I'm actually a bit moved by her efforts. Thus, I also gotta make an effort and eat this poison. I'm most surprised by what I did was Asano-san herself.
自分で言っといてなんだけど、レイジ、あんた本当にいいの？こんな見た目だし、どうしても無理って言うなら別に食べないで捨てたって。
いえ全部食べます。せっかく浅野さんが作ってくれたんですから捨てるなんてもったいないですよ。
レイジ、あんた。
She looks at me like she's deeply moved. Asano-san's violent, overbearing, unfortunate, and oftentimes saddening, but she's definitely a beauty. Having her look at me makes my heart beat a bit faster. Did I just score a lot of points with her? I mean, they say that it's easier for love to bloom in dangerous situations. Oh man, how do I handle this? To get lost in my wild imagination, Asano-san smiles heartily.
レイジ、あんたよく言ってくれたわ。そうよ。捨てるなんてもったいないのよ。
Stands up and goes to the kitchen.
お姉ちゃん、レイジ君の言葉がすっごく嬉しかったみたいだよ。きっとあれを全部持ってくるつもりなんだよ。
It? I'm overcome by unease, and a moment later, Asano-san returns with a plate in her hand.
はい、どうぞ。全部食べてよね。
Oh, On it, there was a large, black, sloppy-looking object. It took me a while to realize that it actually was the remains of bird-brained eggs and wieners. Wait, you're actually telling me the first 2 plates were the better ones? That there were failures worse?
レイジ全部食べてくれるのよね
Doesn't sound like she's being ill-tempered. In fact, it seems like she's actually happy, which makes it even harder for me to refuse.
レイジ君ファイティングだよ
Yuno-san holds up her fist and encourages me. Does that basically mean that the taste is such that the eater needs to be encouraged? Throw a glance over at Owari-san. I intended that to be a cry for help, but
いやー、さすがはレイジ君だよ。俺にはとてもじゃないが真似はできないね。
yeah, that's me. I'm your boy. He just grins at me, clearly enjoying my reactions to this predicament. Alright, I give up.
いただきます。
Discarding all restraint, I challenged the blackened Mount Everest. Tasted most like charcoal, but it was soft and the actual thing. This food wasn't completely gone, I think. Well, good job, me. It's 10 in the morning, and Sumi-san and Rika-san have woken up and came to the lounge. Owari-san waits for them to finish breakfast and speaks up.
それじゃあまあ、夕べの見張りの様子でも聞くとしようか。騒ぎが起きなかったから大丈夫だったってことは分かってるけど、一応ね。
まずは私たちからね特に何にもなかったわ静かなもんよこの変態以外はね
I don't think you should ignore the perv. I think it's important to know where the perv is. Tone is scornful.
下ネタしりとりはお気に召さなかったかい。じゃあ続いてレイジ君、ユウノ。二人は何かあったかい
Shiritori is the little fortune teller boxes where it's like do 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 do. I think. I don't think that sound effect actually explains anything.
いえ、特に何も異常はありませんでした。
あんまり静かだったからレイジ君とたくさんお話ししちゃった星とかも見ちゃったし楽しかったな
レイジあんたうちのユウノと楽しい思いをしたみたいじゃないのそこんとこ後でゆっくり聞かせてもらうからね
Zano-san gives me a stern look. I'll have to give it my all to hide what happened back then.
我が輩たちも特に異常なしだった。我が輩の体からほとばしるホーリーウェーブが怪物を寄せ付けなかったと考えるのが順当だろう。
Holy wave. Holy wave. Ignore Rika-san's pointless delusion. Just take the info that nothing happened on their shift either.
さてと、みんなの報告を受けた上で俺から提案があるんだがいいかい？このまま基地に閉じこもっていても仕方がない。状況を詳しく知るためにも浅草の街に出てみようと思うんだが。
あの怪物と戦うつもり？そんなのごめんだわ。
Sumi-san rejects this suggestion. I'm with her on this one. I don't think we'll ever be able to beat a creature like that.
いやいや、いくら俺でもあの怪物の相手をしようなんて思っちゃいないよ。あくまで目的は浅草の調査だ。まずはロープレマップ現象の検証だな。現象の起こる境界線はどの程度にまで及んでいるのか、またどこかに穴はないのか、ついでに町の人は一体どうしているのか、そのあたりを調べてみようと思ってね。どうだろう。
なるほどねそれなら外に出る価値はありそうね案外抜け穴なんかがあってすんなり街を出られるかもしれないし
Exactly, gotta get out of here.
ユウノも賛成だよ今後のことも考えて空いてるお店はチェックしておきたいしね
Which stores you can rob?
でもまたあの怪物と遭遇したらどうするの？
何？固まって行動すれば大丈夫だろう。それに夕べの様子から見てどうやら あっちはさほど素早くは動けないようだ。
我が輩のスーパーフラッシュダッシュを発動させれば恐るるに足りぬということか。
Yes, the super flash dash. It's the only solution. Percent probably puffs his chest. I'm not sure I can expect something you'd call a super flash dash with someone with that frame. Oh, come on. He outran you before. He's kind of going on.
それじゃあ10分後に基地の前に集合だ。おのおの武器として使えそうなものを見つけて持ってくるように。
Ori-san concludes the gathering.
オワリさん、武器として使えそうなものなんてちょっと心当たりがないんですけど。
As I turn uneasy, he placed a hand on my shoulder.
よし、わかった。君には俺が秘蔵しているとびっきりの武器みたいなものをもとい、武器そのものを貸してあげようじゃないか。あれさえ使いこなせれば怪物なんて恐るるに足りないよ。
I don't need a dildo, thank you though. It's not devoid of any responsibility or reliability. Hearing it just makes me even more uneasy. Ten minutes later, we J7 members gather in front of the office building. All of us are holding weapon-like things we found inside. Sen has a slightly dirty metal bat. Definitely a decent choice. Mark-san has the most weapon-like thing of all, an airsoft gun. These air pressure filled BB pellets. Don't know how effective it would be against the monster, but it helps to have a ranged means of attack. Sumi-san has a tennis racket. Seems such an indoor person holds such a sporty thing is really something. Sana-san, the strongest among us, is holding a frying pan. It's weird how she makes an everyday item look like a lethal weapon. This weapon's a mop. It has range, but I can't expect it to do much damage. Still, it suits her well, so I like it. As for my weapon,
オワリさん、これは何ですか？
satisfied to look at the one who gave it to me.
何ってとびっきりの武器じゃないか。君のために物置を漁って見つけてきてやったんだよ。感謝してほしいものだね。
確かに武器には違いありませんよ。でもこれどうやって使いこなせって言うんですか？
How can I not be dissatisfied? I mean, he gave me actual nunchucks. Oh, he did actually give you a weapon.
男ならブルートリーに憧れてヌンチャクの練習ぐらいしたことがあるだろう。
I mean, that seems accurate. Although I don't know about Bruce Lee. Like Bruce Lee's evil twin, who's like extra mean.
それはもっともっと上の世代の話ですよ。ヌンチャクなんて手にしたのも生まれて初めてですから。
How much do you go to time using a simple stick? Yeah, this is the martial weapon, not in the D&D weapons term, a simple weapon.
つべこべ言わずにやってみればいいじゃん。案外うまくいくんじゃないの？
I'm gonna hit myself in the face immediately. Sana-san clearly barely cares about this.
デイジ君のヌンチャクさばき言うの見てみたいな。
There's not a hint of sarcasm in Yuo-san's tone. She's genuinely curious, and that makes it hard for me to answer.
レイジーよ、考えるのではない、感じるのだ。さすればゴッドリーが貴様に力を貸してくれようぞ。
We'll just channel his spirit. It's best just to ignore him
いいから試しにやってみなさいよ。
and knock myself unconscious. Sumi-san coldly orders me. Alright, then I will. Just watch me. Run my memory and do my best to remember how Bruce Lee handles his nunchucks in one of his movies.
はあ。
It's my first nunchuck swing hits me directly on the back of my head. Yeah, I knew it. As I bear the pain, everyone looks at me with disappointment or shock.
若いんだし、せめてもう少しやってくれると思ったんだけどね。
ゴッドリー降臨の儀を行わなかったのだ。まあ、この程度だろう。
情けないわね、レイジ。でもちょっと面白かったからよしとするわ。
デイジ君、ユーノのモップと交換しようか？
いえ、大丈夫です。この武器で頑張ってみます。
I rub my head and respectfully refuse. I can't, Yuno-san, have such a bad weapon. It'd also be pretty bad if she somehow ends up using it better than me. I'd put a dent in my honor as a man. Oh, come on. This game doesn't understand masculinity at all, let me tell you.
ま、無茶なアクションはせず、適当に振り回すぐらいにしておくように。自分で頭を打って KO なんて笑い話にしかならないからね。
Wise-san speaks with a wry grin on his face.
それじゃ、浅草の街の探索を始めようじゃないか。各自くれぐれも注意を怠らないようにね。武器は持ってるが、夕べの怪物が現れたら無理して戦おうとせず、さっさと逃げること。じゃあ、そういう感じでいこうか。
That short briefing, we head to Asakusa. Here we are in Asakusa. I got all scared, but last night's monster's nowhere in sight. However, there was something seriously wrong with this place. It's high noon, yet not a single person around, tourists or otherwise. Most building entrances are closed by shutters, and we can't even go inside. Some convenience stores were open, but I didn't see a single person in any of them. Town's not ruined or old in any way, it's just empty. Walking around it makes me uncomfortable.
とりあえず怪物の姿はなさそうだな。それじゃ、本来の目的であるロープレマップ現象について検証してみようか。
We follow him and start properly looking into the mysterious loop phenomenon. Not using any special equipment, we just try walking in various directions and mark the places where loops happen on a map. East, west, south, north, we go everywhere when we can and gather the data. In the whole process, I couldn't help but hope that there was a way out of here. Oh. Nakamise Shopping Street, okay. 2 hours to walk around Asakusa and examine the phenomenon. We got a pretty good idea of the boundary of the phenomenon. The edges are basically 4 main streets here. The east, you have Umamichi Street. In the west, there's Kokusai Street. North, Kototoi Street. And in the south, Kaminarimon Street. And across any of those 4 streets makes you appear at the one opposite to it. Go shut inside a rough rectangle around Sensoji. We tried lots of things. Doesn't seem like there's any way out of this. We still don't know how to leave the town.
このロープレマップ現象は思った以上に手強いようだね。
Wise-san sounds exhausted. Well, I can't blame him. We've been walking around for a while.
まあ、街の様子とロープレマップ現象の範囲がだいたい分かったんだ。一旦基地へと戻るとしようか。
我が輩の腹に住み着く魔界の虫どもが暴れ回っておる。帰って供物を与えてやらねばなるまいな。
Uh-huh. Did you say you're hungry? So no one has any objections to that. Walking around Asakusa was tiring, and we have no guarantee the monster won't attack us. Start walking towards the office building, and Ruka-san suddenly stops.
イルカさんどうしたの？
いや、向こうから誰かが来るの。
To where he's pointing, sure enough, it's a person coming towards us. She really doesn't seem to be wearing enough clothing. Honestly, I'm really glad to meet someone in this eerie town. However, as she closes in and get a proper look at her attire, it leaves us all dumbfounded.
あら、やっと会えたわ。ゆうしゃさま。私はエロリー。よろしくね。パチクリン。
Wink. Wink wonk. And gives us a happy smile and winks one of her large eyes. Summarize her appearance, she's a big-breasted, sexy elf, probably in her early 20s. Green long hair, pointy and humid ears, languid-looking eyes, just beaming sexuality. Bikini armor she's wearing completes her appearance, making her look like a character from an aged PC Eroge. Look at her face, she's looking a bit dated. This image of try-hard cosplayer about her. And last but definitely not least, she has breasts so large they're borderline offensive. Yep, they're just stunning. Imagine what you could do with those. Yeah, let's not. Whoa now, not the time to be carnal. Susan and Sana give me looks. Keep up appearances and talk to the woman.
あなたは一体、それに勇者様ってどういうことですか？
まあまあ、可愛らしい坊やね。そんなに硬くならないで。お姉さんがちゃんと説明してあげる。
Irori Nunu. Uh-huh.
あなたたちはあの陰獣ベロベロスを倒すために現れた勇者様たちなの。ぜひともあなたたちの力であの陰獣を葬ってほしいのよ。
Yes, of course, the Lust Beast.
ベロベロスとはあの触手のある怪物のことか。
そうよ、あれがベロベロス。あの怪物を倒せるのは勇者であるあなたたちだけなんだから。
This is too sudden and absurd. As I look at her blankly, and Natsumi-san speaks up.
ねえみんな、私ちょっと気づいたことがあるのだけど、彼女の格好に見覚えはない。それにエロリーとベロベロスって名前にも聞き覚えはないかしら。
Sama-san suddenly raises her voice.
思い出したわ。エロリーってシンクロダイブにちょっとだけ出てきた NPC じゃない。
She's followed by Yuno-san.
ベロベロスって名前言うの覚えてるよ。同じシンクロダイブでボツになった敵キャラにそんな名前のモンスターがいたよね。
Synchro Dive is the name of the third game J7 ever made, and the only one of the group's titles that was somewhat respected. I didn't participate in the development, so I obviously couldn't know about any Irori or Velvelos, but the other members are nodding.
おお、そうだった。ノリで妙な親近感が湧くと思ったわけだ。
I think that's probably for another reason. Ori-san takes another good look at Irori's body.
しかし見事なまでの再現度だね。何より素材が素晴らしい。これほどのものを持ってる女性はなかなか。
Uh-huh. In a situation like this, he doesn't stop being a perv. That's Ori-san for you.
よし、君を我がジャッジメントセブンの公式コスプレイヤーに認定しようじゃないか。
Ori looks at him in dissatisfaction.
コスプレなんて言われるとは心外だわ。エロリーは正真正銘本物のエロリーニューニューよ。
Yeah, exactly.
ならばこの問題に答えられるかい？これは公式には発表していないエロリーの設定だ。正解が分かったならば君を本物と認めよう。
Right, the real deal. Let's see. So as expected, he gives her an indecent mini quiz.
エロリーの好きな果物は ?1 メロン、2バナナ、3リンゴ。さあどれだ？
Of course it's two. It's just too Ori-like not to be. It's as if it's nothing.
正解は2番。でもただのバナナじゃ私は満足できないわ。硬くって青臭くって見てるだけで昇天してしまいそうなのじゃなきゃね。
That is definitely dialogue that someone wrote and then someone recorded. That is definitely what that is.
正解だ。完璧な答えだ。
He seems shaken.
じゃあエロリーの必殺技を見せてもらおうか。これはゲームの方には実装できなかったから普通のユーザーが知っているはずがない。
必殺技2つあるけど今ここでできるのは片方だけね。
Suddenly starts walking. And then collapses just as abruptly. It's like she tripped on nothing.
むきゅー、私転んでしまいました。
Uh-huh. For some reason she bends her body and strikes a sexy pose.
間違いない。それはエロリーの必殺技。唐突に転んでセクシーポーズを見せるハプニングタイムではないか。
Uh-huh. The pointless ultimate move.
どうやら君は本物のエロリーニューニューで間違いないようだ。自分がクリエイトしたキャラと対面できるなんて実に嬉しいね。
オワリ、そんな簡単に信じちゃっていいわけ？ゲームキャラが現実に現れるなんてそんなの普通じゃないわ。
It's completely normal. Happens all the time.
それを言ったらこの浅草の街から出られない状況だって普通とは言い難いだろう。
You know, he's making a
何で
good
もあり
point.
ってことでいいんじゃないか。
This is a good point.
そうよ、 つまらないことを言ってせっかく盛り上がっている私たちに水を差さないでもらえます？
Her tone is significantly colder than before. It has none of the charm from a moment ago. First I thought that was how she treated women, but
エロリー、あなたのデザインにはほんと苦労させられたのよ。変態からのリテイクの嵐がすごかったから。
おかげで私こんなにセクシーになれました。とってもとっても感謝していますわ。
エロリーちゃんおっぱいすごい。ねえねえ、サイズは
120センチのアイカップ、興味あります？あなたになら触らせてあげますわよ。
Didn't least a bit cold to Natsumi-san and Yuno-san. In fact, she seems to be really friendly. Yuno-san notices that too and quickly makes a comment.
ちょっとあまりに態度が違いすぎない？どうして私にだけそんなそっけない態度なわけ？
She turns aggressive.
浅野、そこのところは仕方ないんだよね。エロリーは最高の爆乳キャラとして俺が設定を作ったからさ。
Ultimate big titties, yeah.
だから胸の小さい女性を軽蔑する性格にしちゃったんだよね。こりゃ傑作だ。あははははは。
楽せいく。
Yeah, murder him. Murder him.
やるな。
Grabs his neck and starts strangling him.
だがそれ式で俺を昇天させようなど100年早い。この俺を昇天させたいのならせめてエロリーレベルの爆乳になってあんなことやこんなことをしてもらわないと。
この変態がそれ以上言うならその口を二度と開けられないようにしてやろうか。
Asano-san's eyes are serious. Feeling the danger, Awari-san gives in and Asano-san lets go of him. She voices a humph, realizes something and looks at Natsumi-san.
ああ、でも言うのはわかるけどどうして夏美まで大丈夫なのよ。あんただって私とそんなサイズ違わないでしょ。
浅野、あなたと一緒にされるなんて心外だわ。私こう見えても気痩せするタイプだから。
Natsumi-san insists if it's no big deal.
それにエロリーのキャラデザをやったのは私。いわば彼女の生みの
I
親
am
みたいな
her
ものだ。
mother.
尊敬されるのは当然だわ。
なんかものすごく悔しいわね。
Asano-san grinds her teeth.
まあまあ浅野、胸の大きさだけが全てじゃないぞ。世の中には貧乳好きというニッチなニーズがあるのだ。
Flat is justice. That's just facts. Kasan tries to console her, but
やかましい。
murder. Love it. Josh. Now that's a good onomatopoeia. Asano-san throws a backhand punch at him, blowing him a short distance away, while knowing he will be back on his feet in no time.
でもエロリー登場のおかげではっきりしたな。どうやらこの閉鎖された浅草では俺たちが開発したゲームの内容が現実となっているようだ。ならばこのゲーム的な展開を前向きに楽しんでしまおうじゃないか。そもそもとして陰獣ベロベロスを倒せるのは奴を生み出した俺たちだけだろうからな。
もちろん賛成だ正解。我が輩は前々からこういったシチュエーションに憧れていたのだ。
Sure. Signs up again like nothing happened. He claps at Awari-san's suggestion.
はいはい、ユーノも頑張ります。みんなが一緒なら絶対に勝てるよね。
Don't say so.
そこの胸しかないような NPC は気に食わないけどベロベロスをどうにかするのは賛成よ。あんなのがいたんじゃおちおち外も歩けないわ。
Asano-san glares at Rory.
ベロベロス。あまりの出来栄えに私自らボツにした敵キャラよ。その恨みで化けて出てきたとでも言うのかしら。どのみち私が生みの親であることに変わりはないわね。きっちり引導を渡してあげなくてはならないわ。
J7 ignores the absurd situation they're in and focuses only on the game-like turn of events. Can't help but be surprised by how quickly they accepted it all. Honestly, I just can't keep up. Just how are they going to deal with a situation like this? And so, if this is happening because of J7, then it should be taken care of by J7 too. Doesn't look like we can do anything about the RP map phenomenon right now, so we might as well focus on something we might be able to handle.
わかりました。僕も精一杯頑張ります。
よし、ならば予定通り一度基地へ戻るとしよう。古いデータや資料を漁ってベロベロスの情報を集める必要もあるしな。
Orison walks off and we follow after him. Rory trails behind us, acting needlessly sexual.
伝説の勇者様と一緒だなんて。わーお。私なんだか興奮して胸がドキドキしてきたわ。誰か触って確かめてみます？
Excellent.
よし、そういうことなら俺が。
触るな。さっさと歩け。
And with that and similar exchanges, we head towards the J7 office building. Once we get back, we immediately break for lunch. Thankfully, we still had some ramen bags in stores, we're starting to make enough for everyone. Well, by we, I mean Yuno-san. Sana-san tried to join her, but everyone gave their all to stop her. After all, she helped out the noodles would end up either too crunchy or too soft. Once done, the ramen was poured into 7 mismatched bowls and placed on the table. We started eating, and Aurori's no exception. Suddenly raises her voice. Look, see, she just poured some ramen on her voluptuous chest. What is thick and clear, making it somewhat lewd scene? No, I'm just overthinking it.
出た。エロリーの第二の必殺技。違うの。これはあれじゃないのよだ。
Orison shouts in excitement, and I have severe trouble relating to him.
エロリーは白くてトロトロした食べ物を顔や胸元にこぼしてしまう特技を持っているのだよ。
Uh-huh. Is that really a special skill?
まあ見ていたまえ。エロリーの決め台詞が出るぞ。
おお、あのセリフだな。
As we promptly Orison and Ruka-san watch, Uroi starts fidgeting.
違うの。これはあれじゃないのよ。でもあれみたいに熱くてねっとりしていてエロリーおかしくなっちゃいそうだわ。
Uh-huh.
出た
完璧だ。まさかこのセリフを肉声で聞ける日が来るとは。
It's a very bad line. You should be embarrassed as a writer to have written it. Wari-san and Ruka-san talk excitedly, and Asumi-san gives them a cold glare. Sana-san, on the other hand, starts acting competitive. She purposely spilled some ramen on her chest.
ねっとりしてるし、なんか変な気分になっちゃうかも。
Uh-huh. It's clear that she's seriously embarrassed. Her face is all red and her words don't flow. Sana-san's efforts are so moving that I almost want to cry. Wari-san and Ruka-san, though, are far more severe.
拭いとけ。
我が輩が前に待ちてもらったティッシュだ。ありがたく使うのだぞ。
ちょっとなんなのよその態度は。人が死ぬほど恥ずかしい思いをしてこんなバカなことしてみせたのに、ちょっとぐらい盛り上がりなさいよね。
Sana-san bellows. Uroi makes a belittling grin.
無駄な努力ですね。あなたの洗濯板ごときの胸でこの技を使ったところでただ痛々しいだけですよ。
Yes, the skill.
せめてそちらの方ぐらいの胸の大きさはありませんと。
She looks at Yuno-san.
よくわかんないけどユウノも同じことすればいいのかな。
やらんでいいっていうかやっちゃダメだから。
Think how much of an airhead Yuno-san is, she probably would have done it too. After stopping her, Asana-san wipes her chest with a tissue.
こんな胸だけが取り柄の NPC は放っておいて、さっさとベロベロスを倒しに行こう。
浅野、流行る気持ちはわかるがちょっと待て。何のために基地に戻ってきたと思ってるんだい？昼飯のためだけじゃないんだよ。古いデータや資料を見返してベロベロスの弱点なんかを探るためじゃないか。
Makes sense.
ああ、言い忘れてたけどベロベロスが現れるのは夜のみよ。 昼間いくら探したって見つかるはずがないわ。
なるほどね。だったらなおさら夜になるまでに準備を整える必要があるわね。
Indeed.
と言ってもボツになったキャラだから資料を探すのにも苦労しそうだけれど。
そもそもどうしてボスになったんですか？
簡単な理由よ。変態に言われた通りにリテイクを繰り返していったらあまりに卑猥で悪趣味なデザインになったからよ。
She actually sounds disgusted.
あんなのが実体化しているのかと思うと身の毛がよだつわ。早くこの世界から抹消しなくてはならないわね。
この世界、今更なんですけど、これって現実なんですよね。
Comment makes everyone fall silent. The world we're currently in is currently unreal. There's an RPG map phenomenon. Asukasu says empty, Aurori, a game NPC has manifested along with the rejected enemy character, Velavelos. Still don't know the cause, and all we're finding is more mysteries. Normally, this was the part where Riko-san would say something like, looks like we wandered into the Otherworld Nova arc. However, it looks like he's in the state of mind for that.
まあ難しいことを考えるのはやめにしないかい？ここがどんな世界であれ、ベロベロスという脅威にさらされていることに間違いないからね。
I mean, sure, okay. Your son breaks the silence.
ベロベロスを倒してしまえば、この不可解な現象も終わるかもしれないし、とりあえず今はできることをやろうじゃないか。
Yeah, sure. It's a highly optimistic and irresponsible take, much like Owari-san himself. Still, he's not wrong that it's a possibility worth betting on.
午後からの行動を決めようか。俺とイルカ、それから夏美はベロベロスに関する情報を徹底的に集めよう。作ったのはだいぶ前だから探すのも大変だと思うが、 PC やサーバーにはまだデータも残ってるだろう。確か紙資料も倉庫にしまった覚えがあるしな。
Yes, paper material.
私は何をしましょうか？
エロリーはゲームキャラ具現化の貴重なサンプルだからね。オブザーバーとしてここに残ってくれるとありがたいかな。
わかりました。ではそうしますね。皆さんお疲れになったらエロリーがムニュムニュしてあげますわよ。
おお、あの伝説のムニュムニュ王か。それはぜひともお願いしたいものだね。
お願いすん
な。
So why son starts drooling. Asana-san kicks his shin with little restraint to speak of. Looking at the way he's writhing on the floor, it must have hurt a lot.
夏美、変態のこと見張っといて、その NPC にムニュムニュなんてさせようとしたら遠慮なく蹴飛ばしてやってちょうだい。
No one must have Snug Snug.
わかったわ。私も自分がデザインしたキャラにそんな汚らわしいことをさせたくはないものね。
ムニュムニュって一体何なんですか？
あら、坊や、ムニュムニュに興味あるのね。
Yes, yes, I am the boy interested in Snug Snug, apparently. She reaches her 100cm plus breast with both of her hands and shows them off.
私のこのバストで頭を挟んでムニュムニュっと前後左右に動かす。それがムニュムニュよ。あまりの気持ちよさに大興奮。昇天してしまうこと間違いなしよ。坊やも試してみる？
Owari-san, what kind of NPCs are you making? Still, good job. I'm trying to think of accepting the tempting offer, but then I feel Natsumi-san's cold glare and Asana-san's murderous stare on me.
いえ、遠慮しておきます。
Crying tears of blood on the inside, I reject her.
あら、そう。残念ね。
ねえ、世界さん、ユーノたちは何をすればいいかな？
ああ、レイジ君、浅野、ユーノの3人は食料の調達に行ってくれないか。エロリーの話じゃ昼間はベロベロスも現れないらしいし、行くなら今のうちだと思うんだ。
そうね、このまま基地に残ってたって私たちにはやることもないし、そうさせてもらうわ。ユーノ、レイジ、行くわよ。
Let's go.
わかりました。
So we split into the Villavelos investigation squad and the food squad. Go do what we have to. Sana-san, Yuno-san, and I head out into town. It's still the afternoon. Asakusa is empty as before, completely devoid of people. The crowds of the tourists that I'm always considered a bother. It feels so dear right now. I actually miss them. Anyway, we got to go to our usual convenience store, Fine Mark, aka FEMA. It's open, so we just allow ourselves in. In the Fine Mart store.
すみません、誰かいませんか？
Yuno-san calls deeper in the shop, but it doesn't seem like anyone's coming.
これじゃお買い物できないよ。
She looks genuinely troubled.
お金とメモだけ置いとけば問題ないでしょう。
そうですね。人がいるコンビニを探す方が大変そうですし、そうしましょう。
Put all the necessary stuff into our basket. Instant foods such as cup ramen, frozen goods you can just microwave and eat, and some drinks in plastic bottles, and a ton of snacks.
これだけあれば足りますかね。
まだよ。肝心なものを忘れてるわ。
Yes, the most important thing. Sana-san gives me an empty basket and fills it up with beer cans as if it's no big deal.
浅野さん、こんなに飲むんですか？
当たり前よ。っていうか、飲まなきゃやってらんないし。
That's right. She's drunken boxer.
さっきはあの無駄父 NPC のせいでとんだ恥をかいたわ。ラーメンのスープも熱
I
かっ
mean,
た
she
しさ。
didn't make you do that. Looks like she's still not over what happened to Noon. The soup thing is definitely her own fault, though. Okay. This sucks. I don't think that makes much sense to say. I guess we'll just do this one.
まあまあ、浅野さん、今日はパーッとやりましょう。あんなことなんて忘れるくらい騒いじゃえばいいんです。ああ、もちろん僕はコーラでの参加になりますけどね。
Oh yes, delicious cola.
レイジ、あんた分かってるじゃない。こういう日はね、ビール飲んでサキイカをつまむに限るのよ。それじゃあ今夜はレイジにとことん付き合ってもらおうっと。
Sana-san instantly cheers up. She's like some office lady, or a more middle-aged salaryman, I guess. An impression of lack of dignity for someone 22 years of age.
そうと決まればおつまみも買い足さなきゃ。レイジ、そのカゴちょっと貸しなさい。サキイカだけじゃなくカキピーも外せないし。
あ、ただの柿の種でよかったら僕の机の引き出しに大量のストックがありますよ。ただピーナッツは入ってないですけど。
何よあんた、ピーナッツ否定派なわけ？だったらピーナッツだけ買って混ぜちゃおうっと。他にもおつまみおつまみ。
Having a cherry too, and Sana-san fills the basket with various snacks. Dried squid, peanuts, cheese sticks, salami, and then she adds beer, squid again, more beer, beer again. Doesn't take long for the basket to become full. Come on, that's clearly way too heavy. Or at least I think that.
何これ、重っ。持てないし。レイジ、ぼーっと見てないで手伝いなさいよ。
You correct her to understand that loading with anything you get your hands on would make it a pain to carry.
はいはい。って重っ。
Don't let it take the basket for almost dropped to the ground.
ちょっとあんた、私の大事なビールとおつまみを落とさないでよ。
I would never. She puts herself on a pedestal. How saddening.
浅野さん、いくらなんでもこれは入れすぎですよ。持ってきたお金で足りるかも分かりませんし、少し減らしましょう。できれば僕がぎっくり腰になる場合に選んでもらえると助かります。
Man's pride takes over and keeps him just putting the basket down the floor. Man, is it heavy. You have such a terrible concept of masculinity, my friend.
まあそうね。こんなに買ってもいっぺんには食べきれないし。分かったわよ。欲しいものだけにするわ。その代わり一つぐらいあんたの好きなの買ってあげる。今夜付き合ってもらうしね。
We're buying it with the company's money, you know?
浅野さん、ありがとうございます。僕はおつまみに詳しくないんで、 ぜひおすすめを聞かせてください。
私のおすすめはね、このソフトサキイカよ。噛めば噛むほど味が出て美味しいんだわ。そう、私みたいにね。
Uh-huh. Okay, sure. Actually, say to herself makes it seem quite saddening. So watching her gleefully pick the snacks makes me smile too.
お姉ちゃん、レイジ君、お会計するよ。
Yusan, ice creams in her hand, calls out to us.
はい、今行きます。
We end up calculating total cost of what we take using a smartphone's calculator. All the relevant tax is included, of course. And the exact amount of coins, so we just leave a bit more money that's needed, along with a note saying no one's in, so we'll just leave the money here. So that's Jason's phone number, so there shouldn't be any problems. Take the heavy loads of food and return to the office building. Uh-huh. All of us, Aurori included, gather in the lounge. All the others focus on gathering info in Velos, the ones who made the dinner this time were me, Yuno-san, and Asana-san. Well, Asana-san did was simple jobs that Yuno-san asked her to. Do that, we end up with a full table taste of curry rice and salad. The most surprising thing about this is the curry wasn't the boiled in the bag kind. It's curry roux made by cutting actual vegetables.
ほう、なかなかうまいじゃないか。ひょっとしてルーはブレンドかい？
ピンポーン、大正解。黄金カレーとマルコクカレーのルーを3対3でブレンドしてみたんだ。
Ooh, a 3 to 3 blend. Ratio 3 to 3 is basically 1 to 1, isn't it? Well, I thought the same thing regarding your shaved ice ratios, but I decided not to comment. Good curry is justice. I can't waste time being picky about wording.
浅野が作るって聞いた時は正直心配だったけれど、ちゃんとできてるじゃない。
当たり前でしょ。カレーぐらい私だって楽勝で作れるわよ。
He's acting proud about it, but as the one who actually worked with her, I can tell you this, she's lying. Potatoes she peeled were about as big as a thumb, and her carrots were just the epitome of irregular. Well, I can't say much. Cut my cucumbers all wrong too. Ended up being somewhat wavy. Honestly, considering what she had to work with, I'm impressed that Yuno-san was able to fix all that and make a proper curry.
我が輩、カレーは辛口派だが、これは決して悪くない。甘さの中にも深いコクが隠されている。
Ruka-san makes a weird sound, clearly because he's moved.
はあ、カレーを食べたら体がほてってきちゃったわ。ちょっと脱がせてもらうわね。
Rory, who's already exposing lots of skin, starts undressing, really slowly though, as if to show off.
おお、これは。
Both Owari-san and Ruka-san fix their eyes on Rory. Honestly, I can't help but stare at her too, but then...
ちょっとあんた、何いきなり脱いでんのよ。
まあ、なぜ怒っているの？あなたの体じゃ殿方を脳殺できないからって焼きもちでも焼いてるのかしら？
Uh-huh.
エロリー、やめなさい。こんなところで脱ぐなんて生みの親である私が許さないわ。
Sana-san and Sumi-san rush over to Rory and forcibly fix her apparel.
いやー、やめて。
卑猥な声を出すんじゃない。
Two end up stopping her, making her look exactly as she did before. What a shame.
さ、いつまでものんびり夕食タイムってわけにはいかないわ。ベロベロスについて何か分かったことがあったなら教えてちょうだい。
それがね、何分随分と前のことだしね。そもそもボツになったモンスターだからなかなか資料が見つからなくってね。
Owari-san looks a bit guilty.
どうやら我が輩の出番のようだな。
Ruka-san strikes a pose and stands up. The spoon he's still holding in his hand is really ruining whatever he's trying to do here.
我が輩が前に使っていた PC のハードディスク内を捜索すること数時間。ついにベロベロスに関する設定メモを見つけたのだ。おお。
Can't help but clap to that. The others are all interested in what he has to say. I even hear about some critical weakness the thing has. There's a reason to be hopeful.
それでどんなことが書かれていたんですか？
もったいぶらないでさっさと教えなさいよ。
皆の者、とくと聞くがいい。
Following that sonorous demand, he unleashes a tsunami of words.
ベロベロス、本当の名前はベロール・ベロベロッサ、シュテルクスト4世、 元は人間の王子だ。
Human prince. That thing. Wait, a prince?
生まれながらに高い魔力を持っていたベロール王子だが、正当な王妃の息子ではなかった。彼の母親はシュテルクスト3世の側室であるジェシカ。
I see.
彼女はかつて北の地カルテツオーネの魔女と恐れられ、魔導戦争においてエーデルシュタイン騎士団と戦いを繰り広げた生きる伝説とも言うべき最強の魔女。
Makes sense. Sorry, but I already lost track of all the names.
そんな魔女を母に持つベロール王子は正規である義理の母とその側近の魔導士バンスにより暗黒世界シュバルツハイデへと脅されてしまうのだ。
Oh yeah, yeah, of course. That's terrible.
そこでベロール王子を待っていたのは。
ちょっと待ってください。
I take it upon myself to stop Haruka-san's talk about Villa Villas. If you can even call it that. All he talked about was Prince whatever.
そういった深い裏設定はいいですから、なんかこう他に役に立ちそうな情報はないんですか？
レイジ、あいにくそのあたりは我が輩の管轄ではない。すべて世界に任せていたからな。
Haruka-san doesn't feel the least bit guilty. We all should just gaze to Owari-san. Start scratching his head like he just screwed up or something.
そうだったっけ。いやー、全然覚えてないね。
この役立たずの変態が、あんたの脳内メモリにはエロいことしか残らないんか。
エロリー、君は何か知らないかい？ NPC として重要なセリフを託されてるとか。
重要なセリフ。
He hesitates for a bit.
ほら、お疲れのようね。むにゅむにゅしてあげますわよ。
作り手が作り手なら NPC も似たようなもんね。胸が大きいだけで何の役にも立たないじゃない。
A scathing remark.
ほら、自分の胸が小さいからって私をひがまないでくれます？
私は別にひがんでなんかない。
はいはい、せめてむにゅむにゅの一つぐらいできるようになってから意見してくださいね。
むにゅむにゅぐらい私にだってできるわよ。必死に寄せて集めれば。
いくら寄せて集めたところでさすがに無理があると思いますけど。
Sarcastic as Aurori's being, she's not exactly wrong. Oh, come on. Be a decent person for once in your life. Like, you're starting to give me the choices to make conversation decisions. Things are getting a little better, but come on. Asana-san herself threw a glass in her chest and realized there was no chance.
確かに今は無理かもしれないけど、でも1ヶ月後には分かんないわよ。今日から毎日牛乳を飲み続ければね。
I mean, you know, maybe not milk, but you're a beer drinker. Maybe you can get some, like, nitro milk stouts, maybe?
お姉ちゃん、牛乳なら中学の時からずっと飲んでるよね。でも胸じゃなくて背がぐんぐん伸びちゃってついたあだ名が天心柱。
Phone pole is not even a good name.
言うの、あんたはちょっと黙ってなさい。
Another piece of her unfortunate past exposed. Sana-san turns red and scolds Yuno-san.
まあまあ、それぐらいにしたらどうだい？今はベロベロス攻略について考えようじゃないか。
Owari-san attempts to break things up.
実は俺なりにいろいろと考えてみたんだけどね、そんなに恐れる相手でもないんじゃないかな。最終的にボツにしたぐらいだからストーリー進行には関わらない雑魚キャラだったわけだし、多分なんだけどそんなに強くはないような気がするんだ。というわけで今晩ベロベロス討伐作戦を実行しようと思う。各自準備をしておいてくれたまえ。
今夜いきなり本当に大丈夫かしら。
大丈夫大丈夫。いざとなったら走って逃げればいいだけだしね。気楽にチャレンジしてみようじゃないか。
It's not much of a plan, but it doesn't get anything if we keep talking about it. Time to accept Owari-san's suggestion. I mean, we can't do much here in Asakusa anyway. Completely closed off. Even so, I can't get rid of my unease. Can we really defeat Velos with the weapons we gathered? Should I at least train using my nunchucks? That's about the only thing I can do right now. Alright. And with that, on the verge of deadly combat. We'll call our story time for today. Will we be able to defeat the evil Velos? Or will we, I don't know, go to Hotel Sting and take a nap? We'll find out soon. Next time we do a story time. But for now, goodbye. Have a great day.